Alright, welcome YouTube. My name is Great, and today I'm going to be playing one of the more revolutionary tower defense games, which is Swiss Zombies. Now, this game. So I'm just gonna tone this down. This game is actually the very first edition of Zombies, the original. Was it 2009? I think it was 2009. Basically, it had certain things that that could be accessed by. It basically had different things that couldn't be accessed. No. It had one thing that couldn't be accessed by the Game of the Year edition, and of course, since it's the very first release, it actually had different other ones. Now for this, I'm actually recording this because this is actually one of the game. The reason I'm choosing to record this game, is because it's nostalgic. Basically, it's a very nice game. It's a simple tower defense game, and this is what actually brought me to love maths. Because I remember back in the day when I wanted to do survival endless, I actually calculated how much sun I would need. Although at the time, there were other things to take into account, like time between waves, between rounds. Sun input per round, many different things, and of course, another reason why I'm recording this, I'm telling myself like, hey, why don't you? Because I want to try and see, can I do educational and entertainment on this channel? It's something to experiment with. Sometimes I may want to integrate both into the same video, like for Farm Zombies, or maybe I want to have them individually, because sometimes you can't always put education with entertainment. Maybe not. I mean, some people have found some things to be. Some people have found it to be enriching. And some people have found entertainment to be enriching. I mean, there's a point of entertainment. But for it to be educational, it's an entirely different thing. In the end, this game helped me to think in the long run. And now coming back after like 10 years, it's fun. It's basically fun to actually have all these strategies that we once done for years. Yeah, anyways, we're just gonna jump right into it. Today we're going to be doing... Hang on. Yep, the good old classic zombie. So today oh, look at that lawn though. Yeah, many have commented like this is the worst lawn setup ever. Anyways, we start off with some simple zombies, and of course lawn. Just one strip of lawn. I think we may want to tone down some stuff as well, because yeah, I mean we're experimenting here, so we'll see. So we start off. Now I intend to actually do up to level 210 actually. So that's the whole goal of this episode. I'm not gonna be doing any editing. I feel like I just want to do raw clips. That's it, and just speed through. Just try and do as much as I can. All right. So we put down our first pea shooter. We gotta start somewhere, and of course, the level starts when we put down our second pea shooter. The level truly starts when we put down the first pea shooter and the zombie comes along. Now I've actually seen in world records that in Plants vs Zombies world records that that for level 1-1 like this, it only starts if you put down. It only starts after you put down the first, the second pea shooter. you know, I think because that's because you can just stall all the way and not get any, and then the zombies will never come. So you just give that a second, I guess, a simple chance, just to make things simpler. They just did that. Okay, so now we got a sunflower, and I think we should start talking about the game first. Then we'll talk about whatever other topics relating to this later. Anyways, we got the sunflower. You say try to grow as many sunflowers as you can. The game recommends 3. I recommend how many you can put in 2 rows for your normal front lawn levels. For your front lawn levels, and also your roof. Basically there'll be 10 sunflowers altogether. If you're going for the pool levels, that's 12. No, is it 12? Yeah, 12. Anyways, next zombie coming through. I'm pretty sure for world records. Yeah, I've actually had this interest. Whenever you're doing a game, you're always going to be interested in world records. And when it comes to world records for this, you want to put down the pea shooter as fast as you can, ASAP, so that you can defeat the zombie quickly, and then you can move on. Just get on to the next level as fast as you can to ensure that all that time is reduced. Of course, you will also have to tune your reaction time and all these things. Of course, world records is a challenge in itself, and when there's so many people doing this, it gives that extra edge. Like how when Jin Animations introduced the burner pie percent or the world records. Basically that is technically the most famous percentage for speedruns, and we got ourselves a cherry bomb. To be honest, I don't actually see myself as a casual gamer. This isn't really something that we use that often until like the conveyor belt levels or survival endless. But I think this will be useful when it comes to world record runs, because you can clear out a large chunk of zombies at once, and this can trigger the next set of zombies coming faster, because it doesn't actually, because there are 2 determiners for the sun production, not for sun production, to trigger the next set of zombies. That is either if the zombies have stumbled a bit too far onto the lawn, or when a set number of zombies have died. Whichever comes first. For this, for the first few rounds, I do believe the next when it comes to the first zombies, it usually is around this row when the next set of zombies comes, if you don't defeat them. You can actually see if you try the potato mine. The potato mine sun farm method. And that method is actually very useful, because you technically maximize the time to actually get enough sun. But that's the thing about this. But that's the thing about this farming method, that it requires time. It requires time for the sun to be produced, and that's not really something that world record holders, people who are doing speedruns. Yeah, Why did I use speedruns? Why didn't I use the word speedruns for the past 2 minutes? Yeah, so that's something that they take less into account. Like if they have like 2 zombies, maybe you want to choose one of the zombies. They may want to choose the faster zombie to be targeted by the potato mine, and then the slower zombie to end up getting shot by a pea shooters or whatever it is. Unless they have to be wary of these tactics, which is something, I find it quite interesting that people will invest their time into these speedruns. I understand that there are speedrunners in the world that are game specific, and some of them, I mean, a lot of them are game specific. Like Dream was taken, who actually speedruns, who, as we all know, speedruns Minecraft, and currently used to hold the world record a few times. But now is in around 5th or 6th place. Nonetheless, that's actually very good though. But the thing is, what encouraged them to go purely for speedruns, rather than doing societal jobs, more, like jobs that society intends you to do, like engineering, business, retail, whatever it is. Basically, things that get you out on the field, instead of just sitting behind a computer and playing your favorite, and just reacting to the same code over and over again because they have graphics that you like. It's an interesting choice, but nonetheless, they've ended up here and they're successful. And what's most important is that they're basically successful for what they love to do, and that's important. As long as it's not illegal, as long as it's not unethical, it's fine. It's fine, really. Anyways, for Plant vs Zombies, I think when it comes to speedruns, the walnuts will I guarantee you, the walnuts will, any protection plant will never be used at all. Like, you won't, I don't think you ever see in a world record PVZ speedrun video a single walnut, a single toe nut, unless it's like these first few levels, and that's really interesting. So that's something that you may want to look out for. And maybe I think, of course, the world record for not I think when it comes to Plant vs Zombies, uh, symmetry will be the last thing on these guys' minds. Come on, come on. Last one. And we got the shovel. Alright, so we're breezing through this quite fast, you know. It's only taking us 10 minutes, and we've gone through a quarter of what I intended to do today. And greetings, neighbor. Hey, we got and Crazy Dave finally comes to our doorstep. Greetings, neighbor. The name's Crazy Dave. Well, you can just call me Crazy Dave. Alright. Listen, I got a surprise for you. But first, I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use the shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence. Alright. So we're just smoothing out the lawn. And okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling, and then a line just magically appears. Here, take this walnut. Why do you pull a walnut here? Because I'm crazy. Now go, bowl me a winner. No, actually, come to think of it. You know how for these games, you would find that a lot of these. I don't know. No, let me think of about what I'm about to say. Yeah, you know, before I actually got this full release version of Plant vs Zombies from my cousins, I actually played this this preview game of Plant vs Zombies. Basically, in that game, you would have the potato mine replaced by squash, and that's an interesting choice, to be honest. You know, why do you want to why do they want to use squash instead of potato mine? Is it because you're never gonna is it because we're never gonna have it, and squash is a good late game plant? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you can't put it on the right side. I thought I did. I thought never mind. Anyways, yeah, that was a thing. That was an interesting choice. If you're asking where did I see this preview? I actually saw this preview on shockwave.com, and that's actually gonna be affected by Adobe Flash, which is quite unfortunate. You know, they're gonna leave. That they're going to shut down by the end of this year, and that's less than a month. No, it's almost a month. Why do I keep saying almost a month? 1.5 months left to go, because today is the 15th, going on to the 16th actually, because it's almost, I think it's midnight already. Anyways, I got the potato mine, the lovely little potato mine, the cutesy potato. Alright, so I think I need to explain why do I love playing Plants vs Zombies so much? Why did I love it so much? And how did it go from just these cute plants to mathematics and all that stuff? The thing is, look at this bar right here. It always goes up by 25. Why not it just says 5? Why doesn't it just go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like other games? Maybe it's the math. It's the monster math. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Why did they choose this as the determiner? Why did they use these multiples instead of others? I understand that Sunshroom gives off 15, but again, that's still a multiple of 5. Maybe it's just because just seems perfect. And then like if you have like potato mine and like 15, it just seems imperfect to a certain sense. But nonetheless, it does make math really fun, because that would give off the idea of playing with 5s and 3s. 5s majorly being for 5s being the majority of multiples, and and of course 3s being for the sun shoot, to give that, I think, is to give that imperfect feeling when you gain small versions of the sun. Anyways, we got that guy incoming. I don't know how to. Hang on. Come think of it, I think that's one way how speedrun. I think that's a certain way how speedrunners actually face the pole vaulters. Instead of using like, I'm currently thinking like, instead of using the walnut, they can use the sunflower, because sunflower is a sun-producing plant. That's a good thing. And then secondly, sunflowers are fast recharging. That's something that they can consider. Because you can replace that. You can replace that plant very fast. Sure. In the long run, you may lose sun, but considering the fact that sunflower in itself is a sun-producing plant, it would work. It would work. It would mix. It would help. Oh yeah. I swear I need to stop switching subjects. By the way, and back to the math thing. When it comes, I just remember one more aspect of calculation, of calculating math in Farm Zombies, and that is the money system. There is the $10. There's the $10 coin, the $50 coin, and the $1,000 diamond. And we got ourselves a Snoopy. Now again, this is another plant that helps us through time, because by slowing down zombies, basically when it comes to Snoopy, it mainly deals with time. We're gambling with time here. So I think to sum down Snoopy's ability, it's basically slowing down the first zombie in the row. The first zombie in the row that isn't a flying zombie is basically a feature and that ability. And that's honestly really it. But considering the fact that basically is a multiplier, but considering the fact that it slows down, it technically is overall an effect multiplier, but it does require time, and that's something that world record holders would like to consider. Time over damage. On one hand, double damage, because they're going half of their speed, and on the other hand, again, double damage. But I think it would work better with higher damaging plants. If you have higher damaging plants like Gatling Pea or Melon Pulp. But as of now, it's just to help stall time, and it does work. So technically, for the span of the zombie being on the field, like in comparison, like if we have two pea shooters side by side, you notice that the cone head will only die around here, whereas as you noticed just now, the cone head with the snow pea dies at the in the middle of that second box. You know, it's double damage. It's technically double. It's technically for the overall distance the zombie goes. It basically halves its distance. It's very nice. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think speedrunners will take into consideration literally slowing down their enemies. So I think they would rather use plants like they'll just simply use plants like Gatling pea, torchwood for damage multipliers without needing to waste time. I think that would help them in the long run. So if you're seeing this right here, quite possibly they, instead of having all these snow peas, they would have put down like 3 lanes of pea shooters and then an extra lane of snow peas. Of course, I think slowing down zombies also gives the advantage that, you know, you can limit their distance, and therefore that overall space that you can put plants without getting them damage is actually higher. Also, if you're going to question why am I putting 2 lanes of snow peas, because of the fact that there could be 2 zombies next to each other, and if one were to step in front, it's a higher chance, you know, will be faster. They'll basically be shot by a snow pea faster, and therefore get slower faster. And in the end, it will just be efficient. It won't be fast, but it's efficient. You know, efficiency. Yeah, efficient. I feel I want to talk about efficiency and I feel like talking about efficiency, the definitions of efficiency, optimization, and words related to them. But I think I'll leave that to the next episode or maybe later. So we now got Chomper. Actually, I think this would, you know, for the casual player, not many would use the Chomper either. But I'm not one, to be honest. I keep on talking about like, these could be Plants vs Zombies speedrun strategies, but in truth, I've never thoroughly watched speedrun strats, but I feel that Chomper would be a good. I feel like Chomper would be a good strat because at some point, you know, speedrunners would find a way of how to take advantage of this numbers of the sun system and basically sun collection, you know, maximizing the number of sunflowers on the field, and then they'll just use like Chomper because it technically is an immediate death, but considering the fact that it's a one-off use until the next zombie until it's recharged and or another zombie comes along to eat said Chomper, basically just speeds up the process a lot. basically, if we were to have a fast sun replenishing system, we can also have a fast chomper replenishing system, and this can be a good strat when it comes to world records. I don't know if that's a legitimate speedrun strategy, but that's something to consider. I'm not sure if there is any like glitch. I'm not sure if there's any glitchy sort of some glitches that can be taken advantage by speedrunners, but I'm just looking at your regular strats. And as you saw just now, the cone head was eaten by Chomper, and I wanted to say no. Even with the pea shooter, a regular zombie will die over here, but with the Chomper, it allows for zombies to die, for the zombies to be killed in the middle of that second box. Again, quite possibly it could be a strat if you have like the imitator, but of course, if you're going from 0 to 100, if you're going from straight from rock bottom, that's definitely the imitator is not an option. Unless we're going through these levels quite smoothly, and it's giving me a new perspective on strategizing and coming up with ideas, which is what I like to see. Being able to bring out advantages when it comes to these things. Can I be able to come up with ideas from the various things that I am involved in, like my games, my education, and that's another reason why I intended to replay these as gameplay options, because who knows, while in the past gaming could theoretically be my downfall, what about games being my uprising? Anyways, we got a repeater. I just put down a jumper for symmetry's sake. Yeah, so we got our repeater to fire repeater at the same time. So we wouldn't need. I don't think we want to use the pea shooter anymore. I think. Do we want? Okay, this is interesting thing. What do we want to do? So yes, we got all these 8 plants, 6 slots. So I think I want to go for definitely. Okay, we're not gonna use the walnut because I don't see myself using it. Maybe we want to go for cherry bomb. If we're going for cherry bomb, stuff like choppers and stuff, maybe we want to go for snow pea and repeater. Yeah, it's gonna be our strat. Yeah, this is just gonna be our strat. Let's just fire away. The strat of just firing away. Yeah, so currently looking at the time, it has been 34 minutes of me just playing through Clan of Zombies. It's quite interesting, you can technically you can go through an entire hour of the gameplay. But I think for entertainment's sake, I think I would want to cut it off at 110 rather than my intended 210, because I think since I'm not going to edit this, I can definitely see going up to 40 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely going to go up to 40 minutes. and that's not gonna be good in terms of attention span, which is something that, that content creators need to think about. They need to have interesting points within their. They need to have interesting points within their videos to be able to complete all the, to be able to catch their viewers' attention. And that's the whole point of these videos. And that's the whole point of them making the videos. They need to captivate their audience and to be able to allow for success. And please, come on. No. Oh, cherry bomb, might as well. So, yes, that's something that we need to reconsider. A potato mine isn't fast enough for a pole vault. Yeah, before we make any mistakes. There we go. Yep. And down he goes. That's interesting. I think practically all the zombies within here are technically male and Christian, because you notice like a lot of the gravestones, they are either the circular grave, basically the circular heads. Some of them have the bat logo, and some of them have obviously the Christian and the Christian cross. I mean, not to say that it isn't representative of things, but it's just interesting, back in the day, they just put whatever they want. I mean, it's simple, and to be honest, it doesn't really hurt anyone, really. It just play through. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt. Okay? It doesn't hurt. Okay. Okay. Nonetheless, you notice how fast these bucket heads are going down. They're going down like flies. They practically just step onto the third box and then they just fall. I'm currently thinking of upping my arsenal a bit. Maybe? I'm thinking of having either another line of repeaters or snow peas. Alright, so this level is actually a bit... Alright, if we consider... Now I'm actually considering the time. Not... when I first made this, I thought like we could breeze through this, but again, it actually took 40... I think we took about 35 minutes of gameplay. That's quite interesting, It was quite fast, to be honest. Quite fast and yet quite slow. Nonetheless, it's been 9 whole levels. We've played through 9 whole levels, and now we're on to the all-out attack. Hello, we're about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. To be honest, how the hell are these zombies able to attack us? Like, are able to think about brains and stuff. Sure. Like, why is it the one thing that zombies want are brains? Why? Why? Of all things. Like, why don't they want, Why don't they just be like some sort of parasite? Or maybe actually maybe they are. Maybe zombies are a brain parasite. And of course, they're very direct in how they want to go with things, and they just attack the brain, quite literally. Attack the brain quite literally, and then and when they get onto a new host, they just do that. They just do that. Anyways, you're seeing how this is playing out. I think, and this is another thing when it comes to world records, you know, the RNG of the conveyor belt, because you never know what's going to be behind, you know, what's going to be the next spawn that's going to be on the lawn. You never know. So you're really going to like hope like maybe you get the cherry bomb, press it down and explode, or you're gonna get a repeater to help the process. Now, this is actually one of the few places where Snoopy is actually useful, because it helps to stall the zombies in this area. And that's quite amazing. And that's quite amazing as well. See? So the walnut has only started to be here, and he's already on the last stage of his lifespan. A few more bites and he will surely die. Yep, right there. Shoot him down, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Hub it. Come on, don't eat my chompers. The RNG is not good on them. Anyways, let's just place down these potato mines. Just get them vulnerable. Prove that they're useless. Shouldn't exactly do that, but hey. Anyways, we're just gonna do some randomness. Anyways, we're getting more bucketheads on the lawn. We can just start disposing our cherry bombs when we need them. To be honest, at this point, it will be better to just replace all of these walnuts, like so. Or until one of them gets injured, because we don't have the walnut aid at our disposal. Yeah, it's starting to get late in the night. Honestly speaking, I don't know why I choose tonight. Maybe it's because like everyone's asleep. I can do my own thing without being disturbed. Maybe. Oh come on! You really had to take down that chop. Oh well, they're dead. Anyways, we've almost completed the lawn. You just need to have one more of the repeater. There we go. My queries have been answered. I think we will want to replace speedruns with better plots. Excuse me, but a lawn symmetry is going to be a bit tricky now. Come on to the lawn. And now, 1, 2. Finally, we get our puff shroom. Which brings us to the end of today's episode. As of now, it is actually 45 minutes into the video, and yeah, it's been fun. Next episode we're going to do next episode of Plants vs Zombies. We're going to go through the night levels, which is 2-1 all the way to 2-10. Yeah. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching. This is really great. Signing out.